Hi everyone, this is Laura. I hope you're all having a happy, blessed, scrappy, happy weekend. I am bringing you another project share that I created for diamond.com, and let me share with you some of those products that I have used to create this. First, I used this beautiful little image, which you can't see because I had used Stays On inks on a photopolymer stamp once, and even though I cleaned it afterwards, it just stayed really dark after that. But I used her. This is a Sarah K stamp that I have in my collection. I also used the Die Cuts with a View burlap paper stack, and I thank my friend Janelle so very much for sending this to me. I have been wanting this forever, and I'm going to try and see if I can get another one to put in my happy vault because I am loving this paper so much I can't even tell you. So I use this paper. Thanks, Janelle. And I also used some of my diamond dies, and let me share with you which ones I used. I used my sunflower die, which is this one right here. And I also used the pine branch die, which is one of my all-time favorites, which is this one right here. I used another all-time favorite of mine, which, well, let me stop fibbing. I love them all. As you can see, all my projects lately have had these dies in them. That's how much I love them. I used the small monarch butterfly, both the outline and the solid. I used my rose die, and I had the larger petal here. I think I buried it under my papers, guys. But I used the big one and the small one. Oh, here it is. I had it on my paper stack. Excuse me, guys. Oh, I have such a dry throat today. So those were the dies that I used for my project. And I also used some seam binding, and I also used some worn lipstick, spun sugar, and tattered rose. I used those distress inks. I also used some uh, pearls that I had in my stash, which were these. And these are 4mm pink string pearls. And I also used a few flat back pearls and some little flowers that you'll see soon enough. So let me share with you what I created. I created this little pocket, I'm going to call it a little pocket bag, a little burlap pocket bag. Um, what I did, well, let me share with you first the project, and then I'll show you how I made it. I also used a Spellbinders, so sorry guys. I used this Spellbinders, and basically what I did was I took my little Sarah K image, as you can see there, and I colored her with my Copics for the skin color, and then for the dress, the hair, the puppy, and her shoes, I used my Pro Jet markers, and that's my little image of my girly right there. And then I put a little pearl in the top of her hair. I did outline it very lightly just to give us some shadowing, and then I cut, I'm going to say rather roughly. I didn't want to really fussy cut her too much because of these little strands in her hair, which were something else to color without making it look like you went outside the lines, especially these little bangs. But I did the best I could, and I roughly cut her to create a small outline. And then I just glued her down onto this pretty designer paper. And guys, this is just from my stash. I just used scraps for this, so I'm not even sure, but I think this might be a Brenda Walton paper by K and Company. I think. And I attached that to my burlap bag. To the burlap bag itself, and I don't know if you can see this, I added a whole bunch of glitter and distress inks, and I distressed the whole entire bag, or rather the sheets of paper, with worn lipstick and tattered rose. And then I added some glitter to that, and I just rubbed it in really rough. On this side, I added some of this beautiful trim here that my sweetheart, Scrapping Latina Jackie, sent to me in Iraq a while back. And I've been having it in my happy vault this whole time. And I decided to use it because I thought it would do very nicely for this project. I have a little seam binding bow here that I attached a little flower to. Some more lace underneath here that I had in my stash. And I have the large Marnock butterfly here. And I just wanted the outline because I am going to put a sentiment here. And I did not put it here because I did not want to show that because it's a surprise. It's a little gift for someone I know. And then what I did to the monarch butterfly is I clipped the little antennae out, and then I don't know if you guys can see that I made some antennae of my own using my wire and wire cutters. And then I just distressed this with spun sugar and worn lipstick. And again, this is also from that paper that I think it's the Brenda Walton Mary Kay papers. And that's for this side. And then back to this side, what I did was for the lip here, I used my circle punch, my 1.5 inch circle punch, and I just punched out the paper. And this burlap paper, guys, it really is a fibrous paper, but it will act like paper, especially with your punches. My hands are not really strong, but I had my daughter help me punch through it, and it did give within the first try. I mean, it wasn't too hard at all. It was hard for me because I have issues with my hands, but it punched out really, really nice. And like I said, I added some of these pearls to that little opening here. On this side, what I did was I layered the pine branches on top of the two laces that I have underneath. And then over here, for these little butterflies, this is the small Marnock butterfly, the bottom layer I cut out with the designer paper, and then the top layer I just cut out of white cardstock, and then I distressed it with some spun sugar and worn lipstick. To the center of the butterfly, I have a teeny tiny butterfly, another teeny baby butterfly embellishment that I added to the center of the butterfly just to give it that little layered look. And then I added some stickles on top. Over here I have another embellishment of a little flower that I had in my stash, and this flower comes with an empty center, so I put a little flat back pearl. And I also have those flat back pearls here on the corner. And I did the same treatment to this little flower here. And over here, I took my realistic rose die and I cut out 5 pieces, 2 of the smaller petal ones and 3 of the larger petal ones. And I cut it out of white cardstock. Then what I did was, I don't know if you can see that, guys, but there's a print on the petals. I stamped on all the petals in worn lipstick, and then I distressed all the petals with spun sugar and tattered rose. And you can see there's a few layers of pink. I was so happy to play with pink today. Today is going to be my pink day. And then for the center, I have this pink bling that I added to the flower. And I wanted it to be dimensional, but I didn't want a big bulky flower because I do have to put this in an envelope. And I thought it would be best not to create a rose. One of my more bulkier roses that I created with these dies. I'm not sure if you guys get what I'm saying, but I'm sure most of you who've been watching my videos will understand that I've made several different forms of flowers, and I thought this one was the best for this project. And I just love the way she came out. I have a little tiny butterfly here. Again, the same treatment. I have another acrylic embellishment of a butterfly with a little rhinestone in the center there. And I just layered that on top of each other. For my sunflower die, I try to create more of a daisy rather than a sunflower. And again, I cut it out of white cardstock. Then I distressed everything with spun sugar and tatted rose. And then the outline of the flowers has worn lipstick and stickles. I have stickles all over everything on this project. And then to the center that I have a little cameo that I thought would look really cute in the center of the flowers. And guys, when I've been doing my projects with these sunflowers, I first started out with the let me just share with you. This comes with the sunflower die, and it does an amazing sunflower effect. And I did lots and lots of sunflowers with that. So that was one treatment I showed you. And then another one that I did with that particular die, another way that I wanted to share with you how to, just to give you an idea. I colored it in to create this dark pink color in the inside with my distress markers and some water. And then I just added some flat back pearls to that one. And that's another way you can do them. And then another way I wanted to show you was you can basically put any embellishment to the center of these flowers and they will look fabulous, because I think this looks fabulous. I would even add some lace, a little rim of lace, or satin pleated trims. I mean, there's just 100 gazillion things. You could even add some pearls around this. I just didn't want to put too much on this particular project, but that's just to give you some ideas. And again, another one of those little butterflies with the same treatment. And the pine branches, the same thing. I cut it out on white cardstock, and then I added some spun sugar, some tattered rose, and some worn lipstick. And that is basically what I did for this project. And I have been wanting to play again with the realistic rose die. I have not used it in a little bit on some of my projects. I've been playing so much with the sunflower die and the fern die and the pine branch die that I have not been... Oh, and I wanted to share with you that it is a pocket. And I'm going to be sending this to a friend. And that's what it looks like there, like that. And that's what it looks like here, like this. So pretty in pink envelope is or little pocket bag, whatever you want to call it. Maybe I'll add some string to this and make a little sash out of it. I don't know. I just love the way it came out. I think it looks super cute. And I love this burlap paper stack. It is awesome. And there you go. So what I did to create that little pocket bag was simple enough. I just took 2 sheets of the burlap paper stack. and I used hot glue. I'm sure you can use any glue that you would like. And I first did the two sides here, and I glued them together. And then the last one I did was this one right here, and I just put hot glue all around three sides, and then I left this side open. And then I just used my paper punch to create a little lip here, or I don't even know what they call that, to cut out a little lip, I guess you would call it. No, lip usually hangs over, right? Well, to make a little half circle, how's that? And opening on your bag. And that's what I did. And then I just embellished it rather. And I distressed it with lots of inks and glitter just to give it a little pretty to the burlap. And guys, these are really nice and strong, so they're gonna hold your embellishments really nice. So that's my project share for today. And that is my project share for Diamond Dies. I sure hope you guys like it. If you have any questions at all, leave it in the comments below and I will be happy to answer them all. Also, before I leave you, a quick reminder, I have a giveaway challenge going on where you can possibly win two dies, the realistic rose and the small monarch butterfly. So you might want to check that out. It's called the Trick and Treat Challenge on my channel. Also, for those of you who are still working on your Halloween projects, Diamond Dies has their spider die, which was newly released last week or the week before. I think it was last week. It was just released and it's on sale right now, guys, for $14.99. It's a super amazing die. I love the die. And with my Laura's Friend coupon code, you will get an additional 10% off and free shipping. And doesn't matter if you buy one die, two dies, three dies, four dies, you will get free shipping just using my code. So don't forget to use my coupon code, which is Laura's Friend, and the die, instead of costing you $19.99, will actually come out to about $13.50, shipping included, for three dies, guys, because it has a little spider, it has the little word boo, and it has the beautiful spider web. And like I said, if you want to see that as well, just go on over to Diamond Dies. I will leave the link to the store below. I hope you all have a blessed weekend, and I will talk to you soon. Bye for now.